Good morning, fam. Many days as it takes. Don't forget you're never alone. Let's try that again. You're never alone. Just finished my little leg workout with my son, man. We're gonna fucking do this morning juice and get to work for the day. And, as some of you know, man, I got my own company, man. I do contracting work. But also do lawn maintenance and landscaping. I added it this year, man. It's easy and it gets me outside, man. A lot of the work I do is inside, painting, plumbing, and so forth, man. It's just like, it gets me a little bit of that fresh air. But in the mornings, man, I don't eat breakfast like a lot of people, man. I make me a fruit juice, and my fruit juice, I make it in a blender because I keep all the pulp. Sometimes, man, when I put my greens in the kale and mustard greens, celery and whatnot, it's a little hard to get down sometimes, man, but like, since I've been doing it, I feel really good, you know. Part of it's to detox my body out of, a lot of this bullshit that we eat. So, yeah, this morning it's gonna be kale, grapefruit, apples, ginger, parsley, cilantro, my bad, and good old beets. So we ain't gonna have a whole lot of good flavor in this one. Now, individually, I love beets, grapefruits, and all that stuff, but when you put it in this and then drink it with the pulp in it, it's a little strong. It's a little different than putting it in a juicer. But whereas I got a strainer for my things as well, I feel like it's important for me to get the substance out of the vegetables themselves and whatnot. So yeah. Today I want to talk a little bit about people you allow around you. If you're trying to get sober and you want to continue to be around the same people, or say you cut off your friends and you still want to go to like the same places in the same area, you're still going to the same places, doing the same things. The only thing you cut out was getting high, so you're still living your addict's life, or say you stop basically going to places and maybe you've moved out of the area, but you go back to hang out with your same friends. Well, your same friends are still doing the same thing. And then you're taking yourself back around. The old saying, everybody's certain, man, you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. And I would, like for about 10 years, I struggled with this addiction thing. My life has always been the streets, but the addiction, it took hold of me for the past 10 years or so. And, I'd go to prison, go to jail, catch a jail bait, and I'd fucking come home. I'd have really good intentions while I'm in there. I have a hell of a master plan. But I would come home and go to, sometimes that day, but at least the next day I would go and be hanging out with the same old fucking homeboys that are doing the same thing that we was doing when I got locked. Some of these bids are long, I did 8 years, did 4.5. And right there is the first keynote. If they're still doing the same thing I was doing when I went away, what the hell do I even want to, what the fuck would I even want to come home to them for and hang out, with, my sights being set on what it is. But so many of us do that, and most of the time, none of these people even bother to keep in touch. We come home, we forget all about them lonely days in that motherfucker, man, and just give them a free pass, Granted, we understand the streets are, it's busy. But we done spent all this time in there behind the wall making these plans, and the first thing we do is come home and hang out with the people that's doing the same thing we do. It's not really off to a good start. You know? Look, man, I'm gonna get to making this juice. Love y'all. I'm growing slowly, man. Hit that like button, man. I'm learning how to edit and get this content better, man. But I'm just touching base with y'all right now, man. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. And it's going to get better, man. As many days as it takes, I'm going to do what it takes.